Well, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Dave. Michelle's about here somewhere because obviously there's always something going on. So in the last video you've seen us painting the outside. So we managed to paint the three sides on the outside, but we'll have to do the back after with this little batch of rain we got, because we've got to get the moss off the roof, and obviously we don't want the moss then dirtying all the fresh paintwork. So get the moss off first, then paint the back. So in the meantime, because it's not very nice outside, I'm going to sort this front door out, because this front door is one of these things that's been bothering me since we moved. It's a horrible colour, and I suppose at one point it probably did look nice. So I've managed to get some of the excessive sealant and what have you off it a minute. So it just needs a quick rub down with the sandpaper, and then I'm going to paint it white. So it should transform this little hallway. So yeah, fingers crossed. So luckily we got some super duper paint. That's an undercoat and a gloss all in one. So all I got to do is key this door off a little bit, and we should be good to go with a bit of painted. So anyway, here we go. A little bit of sandpaper. Let's go. Yeah, it'll look a lot nicer when it's white as well. It'll just look cleaner. So, yeah, I think that'll do. All it needs is a key. It's we've used this paint I'm going to use before. Well, the undercoat version of this paint is superb stuff. So I'm assuming that the 2-in-1 undercoat and gloss will be just as good. So right, I better get a hoover on this, or I'll have a row for leaving a mess. So right, be back soon. There you go. Just needs a little wipe down now with a bit of damp kitchen roll. Good to go. Right, we're off and going. So just had a bit of lunch. Just rescued a baby, wren. We think it's a wren. Squawking outside while I was mixing the paint around. So we just found his little nest and put him back. So, right, here we go. Glasses on for this job. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Nice thick paint. So it'll make a huge difference once it's white now. I'm hoping I'm going to get away with one coat, but if it takes two, it takes two. It doesn't matter. This is going to be a painful video if I just leave it run, so I'll probably speed it up a little bit, and yeah, as usual it'll be done in half the time. Alright, so plodding along. Obviously you can see it's going to make a difference. It's just going to brighten the whole area up. But I don't think there's any getting away from the fact that because it's going on to darker wood, it's going to need, I think it'll definitely need two coats. So at least that gives me the chance. I don't have to be so fussy now on the first coat. But it's definitely leaving some streak marks, so we don't want streaks. So anyway, just going to get on. A little bit of gentle music in the background, speed it all up, and it'll make it look like I work the same speed as other people. Right, so as you can see, I'm definitely getting somewhere. And but it definitely needs 2 coats. There's no getting away from it. So hopefully, according to the tin, it should take an hour or 2 between coats. So it's the middle of the afternoon now, and I suppose I'll just have to spend all evening doing this again, because it's nice to do a job in one day sometimes, and then you haven't got to worry about it again, especially something like this. I don't want to have to be doing this again tomorrow. There's other jobs to be done. So just going to whiz through this last bit and go from there. There you go. So that's the last little bit for the moment. Let this dry off, and I'll come back and finish it in a couple of hours. Alright, here we go. Hours later. Same day, long day today. So just going to give this a second coat. Seems to be, well, reasonably dry enough for a second coat anyway. So, well, just a couple, most of it is dry. There's just a couple of little spots where the paint went on a bit thicker at the bottom. So, touch wood, it should all be good. And this second coat should be enough to give it a nice finish, hopefully. And then it hasn't got to be done again for a long time. Touch wood. It's and what's nice is it's I mean, we're gonna the walls are got to be repainted, and obviously the skirting board got to be painted as well. But just doing the door has sort of transformed this room already into a much lighter and airier space. So that was the main aim today, just to clean it all up nice and just brighten the place up a bit, because it's been annoying me since we came here, this dark door. So it's nice that you can see it's brightening up. So it's like a job, like we done the outside. It's like a job that makes a big difference and makes it a bit more appealing on the eye. For those of you wondering where Michelle's been today, she's been busy cleaning in the kitchen and doing a few other jobs. Rescuing wrens out of the garage. A couple of wrens fell out of a nest in the garage. So she was sorting them out. So, and she can't paint the door with me anyway. So there you are. Cue the music and let's go. Well, that's one side then, down this side, so it's not looking too bad. I think there's still a couple of bits might need a bit of touching up afterwards, but I'm just going to carry on with this side and see where it goes. This is supposed to be super duper paint, but it's not as super duper as I thought. And I've used other products from this company that have been fantastic paint, but this one isn't covering as well as I thought it would, but it's doing the job. So obviously it is good quality paint. There's no, you know, no doubt about that. But the last stuff we had was a product called Cover Stain, and the Cover Stain you can pretty much put on a varnish door as an undercoat and then gloss it white, job done. But I don't think this one's quite as good as that. I think this one is more of a finishing paint. So you're just going to carry on, and if any bits need touching up again, I can touch them up again. There's plenty of painting to be done. Every single window frame and door frame needs to be painted. So there's if this needs touching up again, that's not going to be a problem. So yeah, plod along, keep going. Right, so we're just getting to the last little bit here. So it's this paint hasn't covered quite as well as I thought, but maybe it was me as well with the preparation, I don't know. But I did scrape it, I did key it all off and make sure it was paintable, but it seems that a couple of little bits are still bleeding back through, so they'll have to be touched up as we go. So it's fine. It's a nice finish. It looks clean, and that was the main aim, not to have a brown door anymore. So hopefully in the next video you'll see the lovely Michelle with us doing something else. I don't know what we got planned for the next couple of days, but probably a little bit more of this gloss in to get these to get some of these window frames cleaned up if it's not if it's not warm and dry outside. If it's going to be cloudy and not nice and rainy, we'll probably do a little bit of painting on the inside. And now we're getting back to full strength. So yeah, so there you go. That'll do for today. Oh, let's have a look. Right, so that's my job done for today. Oh, well, hello.
I'm the cleaner. I do all the hard work.
How many birds have you rescued?
Oh, he's fallen up the nest 3 times today. He's about this big. Tiny.
He is tiny. I mean, a wren is a tiny bird. This is a wren baby.
Well, he seems too young to fledge.
Well,
He keeps popping out the nest and there he is on the floor.
yeah. So anyway, while she's been playing, I've been busy. So, hey, there's our new front door. All looking nice and smart and tidy. Again, there's a couple... Oh, actually, I'll step back a bit. And you can see then, in the hallway, how much cleaner it all looks. So that's nice. There's a couple of little bits that are bleeding back through, but I can touch that up. That's no problem. But generally speaking, it's looking a lot cleaner. So,
better.
yeah, this is what we're trying to do a minute.
It's brighter.
We're trying to, you know, all these window frames and door frames where all the paintwork has yellowed over the years. It's time to get some white on that, and we can decide with other jobs. But it makes it feel a little bit cleaner and more habitable. Now we've had the electrics done, and there's new light switches and sockets everywhere. We painted a couple of doors. It's starting to feel like you're happy to live here. So anyway.
Lots of cleaning.
Yeah, so as always, if you've made it this far, thanks very much for watching, and please give a like and a subscribe. And yeah, we're going to leave it there for today, so we'll see you in the next one. Bye.